another minor premiership, Craig. Sort of how does that feel?
Yeah, no, it feels good. Obviously, that wasn't our main focus tonight. By Sunday, everyone's forgot who won the minor premiership. But minor premierships are like premierships. They're hard to win. They are hard to win. So, and we only lost 3 games this year, and usually if you lose 3 games, you probably win a minor premiership pretty easy, like history shows. But obviously, Penrith have had a great year, and it's gone right down the wire. I haven't said that if they win by 144 tonight, so I'll be a bit dirty if that happens. But but like I say, I just thought it's a real reward for our club this year. We've been ultra consistent. We probably haven't been at our best the last 4 or 5 weeks, but we have made some changes in personnel and give some we've had a couple of injuries, and we've given personnel a few weeks off and a rest and whatever. So I just thought it's been a real good effort by the club, and I'm real proud of them. But I haven't said that. Like as I said, by Sunday, that's all forgotten, and we're into another season, and which is probably a little bit more important.
That must have brought you a lot of joy, Craig, to see him back to his best tonight, really confident and scoring tries.
Yeah, he was obviously on the spot, or the right spot a bit more tonight. Scoring the 3 tries sort of tells you that. And we didn't have a whole heap of ball, especially like the first half. We didn't complete real well, and, the Sharks, were real good in that area. The second half, we were a lot better. I thought he took some real steps forward, to be quite honest, against the Titans. And I thought he took a few steps, and I hope he won't mind me saying this, but I think he took a few steps backwards last week. He was on again tonight, and he should be, he will. He'll take a lot of confidence out of what he did tonight. And, and I thought, Nico as well, he stepped into that half spot, on our left-hand side, and, he done a terrific job as well. So, it's obviously, good to have Paps back playing like that. And, it was good to see him, playing with some confidence.
Have you had to, has it been tricky to manage his expectations and your expectations of him, given sort of how brutal the injury was and the long wait?
Yeah, it was. I don't know about the expectations from me and expectations from him. I think we were pretty much in line with that. Perhaps the last 2 weeks it might not have been. We might have expected different things, but I think all along we knew we were going to take our time with it, and we always. We weren't quite sure how long, but, we knew it was going to be a longer process. It would have been ideal if it was the end of the year and you had another pre-season, to get over. But obviously it was very early in the year, and, there was still a lot of footy to be played. But, like I say, I think after tonight, he got a couple of tackles tonight too that were real solid tackles, but got up straight away and didn't seem to worry him at all.
You spoke about your last month. Do you think in a week's time you can have your best 17 where you need them to be and playing the way you want them to play?
I don't know if we're going to have our best 17, but I don't think we're going to be too far away from it. There might be 1 or 2 that are going to be a bit doubtful, but like I say, I think with all due respect, I'm not sort of glad that we lost last week, or we've been probably down a little bit, because I think it's hard to stay up for a long time, and we probably were up for a long time, and but having said that, I just think perhaps some of our experienced players were waiting for the finals, to be quite honest. But having said that, that might come back and bite me on the arse next week, But like I say, I think we've been looking forward to the finals for a fair bit, and there's various reasons for that. We've been living out of suitcases for 2 years, so whether that's the reason or whatever, but hopefully we can produce our best next week, and with all due respect, the last couple of weeks that's what we've been aiming for. That's what we've done at training and what we've done in our meetings and what we've done basically for the last 2 weeks is to be ready for next week, and hopefully that works out like that.
Sorry, Craig. You said you might not be with your best 17. Can you tell us what the chances of Josh Addo-Carr playing are? And you must be a bit worried about the charge for Nelson as well.
Yeah, I didn't see the Nelson incident, but I'd have to have a look at that. Like with Josh, he'll be touch and go, I think. Like so, I didn't actually. Nelson said he just pushed the guy. I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. I haven't seen a replay of it, but again, sometimes they get the right view out there. Sometimes they're under pressure, under fatigue. They don't. So we'll have to have a look at it.
Who else is in doubt? Craig, just those guys?
Again, Cameron Munster's got a little problem with his knee at the moment. So. We think he'll be okay, but I haven't said that. We haven't really sort of looked at tonight either. There was a couple of bumps and bruises. Obviously, Tui and Brandon come off early. I would prefer them to stay out there a little bit longer, but they had, as I said, bumps. But we just thought it was best thing to leave them off, and hopefully they'll be right for next week.
Harry and Brandon, they had a good balance there tonight. Yeah. I mean, Harry was certainly, I think you played him for over 60 minutes. It was a pretty good effort by him, running game in particular.
No, well, he's played, 80 minutes, on 2 of the last 3 weeks or whatever. Yeah. So, he hadn't played much footy this year. He was injured for, a long time with that hamstring. So, but I thought he was really effective tonight. He was a bit like the rest of us last week, probably a little bit off at the start of the game, but I thought he was tremendous tonight, and I thought, the way Brandon started as well, it was back to when we were playing our best footy, how they interacted tonight and how we started them and how Harry come off the bench. So without predicting anything, like I say, we seem to get back to those 2 guys working really well together.
What sort of loss would Nelson be in the middle there in a final if you are with
again, with all, he would be. I thought he was quite strong tonight, but I think Nelson's missed 12 or 14 weeks already this year. So at the end of the day, we don't want him missing any footy. But we're not going to, give up on our hopes if something happens. But from what he tells me, and I think Steve Kearney, he had a look at it too. He didn't think there was too much in it, but I haven't said that. That's who knows.